to the Huddle. I'm your host, Mike Lay, and we are back for yet another episode. Uh, we got here to my left.
JB in the building.
Charlie P on the corner.
All right, fellas. So this week we got a special guest by the name of Jasmine Mumtaz. She is the owner of the Royal Kids Daycare Center. So we're gonna be speaking to her today about her current business and how she's helping the community by helping watching and to you. Well, I can't get it out. Can't get it out.
Guide the youth. Guide the youth. There you go. There you go. Guide the youth.
Have help, you know. Shout out to JB because I'm struggling. um, also, want to give a shout out to Recess Unlimited. They threw yet another successful game night that was mixed in with the brunch today. We thank you for allowing the Huddle to be a part of that, and we'll be back shortly with our guests after these commercials.
We are the morning children. When my eyes I was closed, Lord, I could move, yeah. Yeah. That's a mighty good reason. You see me shout.
At all times.
And welcome back. We have our guest here, Jasmine Mumtaz, owner of the Royal Care Child Care Services, Royal Kids Child Care Services. My apologies.
Welcome.
Welcome. So,
Welcome.
clap it up for her.
Thank you guys. Thank y'all.
All right,
Thank you
so
guys so much for having me.
no problem, no problem.
Oh yeah.
You know, she's soft spoken, but she's nah, don't be fooled. But
I'm
so
gonna try to speak a little louder
we
today.
appreciate it. We
Yeah.
appreciate it. So, tell us, how did you even first get into, child care to begin with?
Well, I first started at a military child care center, and I felt the need for quality child care. I fell in love with children because on my first day, my grandmother passed away. And it was a child that sang me this song that helped me grieve through that troubling time. So I went back to work and I just saw the unconditional love that children has to offer to the world. So I fell in love with children first, and then I saw the need for quality child care, and I just pretty much went from there. With military, they don't have family in the area, so I found myself working after hours, working on weekends, working in the evening to make sure that they had that support that they needed with their children. And I just fell in love with it. It was just so rewarding just to see their gratitude for me helping them, with their children. It just really was rewarding to me, and I just felt like I should keep pushing.
Okay, so it sounds like you got a lot of extra Christmas gifts while you was working
I
there.
did, I did, I did. It wasn't about that, but it was great.
That's all good. Okay, so what made you transition from working, at the military child care center to creating Royal Kids?
Well, I actually still work at the child care
Oh yeah,
center.
on what Andrews?
I started off in Andrews, then I went to Bethesda, then I went to Fort Myer, and now I'm at Bowling. So I've been promoted a couple times, so that's why I moved around.
Okay.
So
Promotion.
yeah, so I have been juggling full-time work with my personal child care business.
So how many kids do you actually have in your center?
Right now I have 12 children enrolled,
Okay.
but the building holds 40 children.
So what do you actually teach them? I mean, as far as what curriculum do you actually do?
Well, that's funny you asked that because
Uh-oh.
I am actually building my curriculum. I'm going to write my curriculum based on
Okay.
the research that I'm studying for the children that's in my center,
Right.
and I'm going to publish my curriculum.
Wow. That's
Oh.
great. That's great.
So my biggest concern with society right now is bullying
Oh, yeah.
and
That's a big situation. Yes, it is.
suicide.
Wow.
So there's 5 areas of development, which is cognitive, language, mathematics, social, emotional, and the list goes on, right? But my biggest focus right now is social emotional because you have this social media generation. So you're sitting at the dinner tables and everybody have their phone out. You're not asking your child like, "Hey, what happened at school today?
Right.
What are your friends talking about?" You're not really getting to know like your child and what they're going through in schools. So Royal Kids, we're with your child 40 plus hours out the day. So I plan to develop a curriculum that is going to enhance the child socially so they'll be able to have confidence and they'll be able to deal with social complications and social interactions and they'll be able to deal with it in a confident way, you
So
know.
do you actually provide lunch for them during the day?
So right now the building doesn't have a kitchen.
Okay.
So they have to bring their lunch,
Okay.
but we provide an AM snack and a PM snack. The
Okay.
AM is breakfast. It's like a continental breakfast because, like I said, we don't have a kitchen. So they'll have like a muffin and yogurt and
Okay.
fruit, stuff
Wow.
that doesn't need to be cooked. But
Right.
it's definitely healthy. We serve them healthy snacks.
I did see the pic of the healthy snack. I did, you know.
Oh, okay, so the kids eating good and they're getting mental stability.
Definitely.
So I guess along with those things, is there anything else that you would consider um, that you have that will set your child care center aside from others?
Yes, we are licensed to be open on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So
Wow.
if you want to
Wow.
have a date night or if you have to run errands,
Oh
we will be able to keep your children while you do that. I have some parents they go to the casino.
So what age?
I'm like,
What
listen,
age do you deal with them?
children 2 and up for now.
Okay.
Two
I
and up
love infant.
to
So yeah, so
so
Two,
two
so
and
two
to
to 12.
okay, all
2 to
right,
Alright,
12.
2 to 12. Okay.
so
Yes.
and in order to participate in the date night aspect, you already have to be a current client, correct?
Yes, you
Gotcha.
do have to already be enrolled into full-time child care.
So no drop-ins.
No, we are not licensed for drop-ins. Not at the moment.
Oh,
No.
okay.
So they're within the budget. So if I turn around and sign up, I can turn around and take advantage of the date night.
Well, you have to bring your child during the week though.
Okay.
We have part-time childcare, so for parents who work from home, who don't need to bring their child Monday through Friday, we have part-time rates and stuff like that for them. And even the part-time children are able to utilize the Saturday childcare.
Okay. So my last question is to you, is like now you have a lot of kids that deal with like ADH. How do you actually deal with that and food allergies? How do you guys actually deal with that?
We definitely put preventative measures in place. So all my staff are trained to deal with children with medications, food allergies, any type of childhood disorder that they may have. So starting with the food allergies, we have an allergy form that the parents have to fill out upon registration. And we don't serve anything with peanuts because peanuts um, is a very is an allergy that most children have.
Yes. Yes.
It's very dominant right now. So we don't serve anything with peanuts, but we make sure that the staff members know the allergy and serve them the right snack. If they like a substitute, we serve them a
Okay.
substitute
Okay.
if they're allergic to anything other than peanuts that we serve. And as far as like ADHD or any type of disorders, we are fully trained to deal with children
Okay.
with that type of.
Okay.
Thank
Back to
you.
you, Michael.
So I know you got the open house coming up.
I do have
So
my open house coming
talk
up.
about the open house. I know it's next. What, Saturday?
My open house is April 28th. It's April 28th from 4 to 8 p.m. We're going to have all types of vendors there. We're going to have light refreshments. We're going to have a DJ. We are going to be giving tours. on-site registration. Your registration will be waived. It's a $25 registration fee. So if you come for free, you can save $25. And
Saving is
Yeah.
good.
So you gonna have the
saving is
clown with
always
the balloon, making the balloon animals.
yeah, but
Nah.
we're not gonna have a clown just yet because this
Yeah,
is
you
the
don't
thing.
want to
It's
scare
for
my
the
mind.
parents. It's really for the parents right now because ultimately we want to make sure that the parents feel safe leaving
Okay.
their child in our care.
Agree.
So
Agree.
it'll be mostly it'll be informational, a formal way of them getting to know us, getting to know the center, walking around the center, seeing the things that their child would do on a day-to-day basis. So right now we're going to have like an end of the summer picnic for the children, like a customer appreciation. But for now, it's just, hey, this is Royal Kids. We're new to Indian Head, Maryland. This is the services that we offer. This is the space that your child is going to be in. It's going to be safe. It's going to be developmentally appropriate. We're going to be serving healthy snacks, all of that stuff. So it's like a showcase. It's a showcase right now. But of course, we're going to have music. Kids love music, so we'll have the music for the children who do come out um, to check out the center as well.
You see JB dance before?
Nah.
Put that music on,
You're not gonna see
JBB.
me
Can
dance,
you
but
dance?
You
I
see
mean I can do
JB?
my thing, but you're not gonna see me dance. But if somebody wanna be a vendor,
If somebody wants
how
to be
can
a
they get in
vendor,
touch with you?
you guys can contact me at royalkids.childcare@gmail.com. Again, that's royalkids.childcare@gmail.com. It is not too late to sign up. We are taking sign-ups up until the Friday before, and we just ask that you guys get there an hour before and just fill your services because this is the thing. I just like community. I feel like we all should support one another. I have a business, but it's about getting the children in and getting the children enrolled. However, it's still, promoting. If I gotta promote the Huddle show, like, hey, you guys tune in. Y'all gonna be here. Y'all coming?
I'm
Yeah,
coming
we
through.
come.
You
My mom
coming?
live
Coming
down
through.
I
there,
definitely
so
did. I definitely
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
I'm used to
So
the journey.
it's a journey, but it's worth it.
No, I'm just saying.
It's worth
I'm
it.
used to driving down. She
Yeah,
live in
cause he
Indiana.
on the other side of the world, so
I live in
What's the other side of the
Crofton.
world?
yeah, he in Crawford.
Crofton?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh.
You see that?
I might give you some grace. If you can't make it, if you might just need him to FaceTime you the event. I might,
appreciate it.
I might,
appreciate
give
it.
you
'Cause I'ma be
give you
in there.
that pass.
All right,
But yeah, it's definitely about community and just bringing all the businesses together because it's important. It's important that we support each other. It's important that
It is.
we create that generational wealth, that our children deserve and our family deserve.
Appreciate you, Jazz.
With that.
All right, well, y'all heard Miss Jasmine, very experienced in the child care services area. Got her, she works in it, and she now has her own. So y'all, definitely try to check her out at the open house next weekend. Cause she got discounts maybe. So holla at her.
$25 off.
Well, it's a $5 off. Every dollar counts.
Yes, it
You
does.
know?
Make sure you like and subscribe to the Huddle. We in here. Click that bell so you can get all the reminders weekly. All that.
All right, so look, we're gonna go into these sports. Jasmine, you watching my sports?
Listen, so I've
Uh-oh.
been very
I'm
busy.
waiting for this
Wait a
one.
minute, wait a
I'm
minute.
waiting for this
I have
one.
been very busy, so I have not been able to watch sports.
Uh-oh.
But I picked my team.
Off the column?
No,
Mm.
it depends on if it's a nice looking player on the team.
Oh.
So like when D Rose used to play for the Bulls,
You was on
that
the
was
Bulls.
my team.
When he had a shape up? Or when he
Yeah,
had a bush?
when he had a shape up.
Oh, okay.
When he had a shape up.
So if it's ugly guys on there, you ain't checking for that team.
Nah, I do like the Cowboys though.
Okay.
That's
All
my
right.
team.
Hey.
That's
Hey.
my
Cowboys.
team. I heard about Dez Bryant. I heard about
it's
that.
tough.
Yeah,
it's
so we
a
gotta
tough
find.
loss for us, but
So we got the NBA playoffs going on right now. We're gonna let's talk about the home team. Currently, actually right now they're playing, and the question is, do you think they'll be able to come back and beat the Raptors or even beat them tonight? What you think, Charlie? That's your squad?
Well, I think the Wiz will win tonight, and actually I think they're gonna win the series. They're gonna take one. They're gonna win tonight, and they got to win in Toronto. They're gonna lose Game 6, then go back and win Game 7 in Toronto. So I see the Wiz going far, but my thing is if the Sixers, you need to watch out for the Sixers.
You almost sound like the sports almanac on Back to the Future.
Because the Sixers, they straight balling. I mean, everybody criticize about being trusting the process, but we might do the same thing. Trust the process and just rebuild from the Wizards.
Oh, okay, what you think, JB?
So before they rebuild, they need to let go of some baggage.
Yes, sir.
You know,
What baggage? What
Bad
baggage are you referring to?
Gortat, Mahimi, they definitely gotta go. You know,
Wall or Bill, which one?
Wall.
Ooh,
Bill can shoot.
Oh.
Wall can't shoot.
Oh.
You can get another point guard to facilitate. Get Wall out of there. You can get some good players for him. Get him up out of there. Keep Bill. Build around Bill.
It's a strong
Build
words.
around Bill.
Build around Bill.
So, Jasmine, we're gonna include you, and you might not watch sports, but do you know who those two guys are?
I do.
Which one are you choosing? Based off of your scouting factor.
Well, actually, I heard that Bill's stats were pretty good, right?
Pretty good.
Yeah, decent.
So, are you going off the stats or shape ups?
Well, this time I'll probably go up shape up.
Okay.
So, whose shape up is better throughout the season?
Well, John Wall's shape up
It's better.
Yeah, Wall do keep a crisp shape up.
Real
He said that
crisp.
because Bill already got a youngin'. You know what I'm
He
saying?
got bad youngin too.
Here you go. Oh man.
She bad.
Oh,
She ain't bad.
She's nice. She's a nice young lady.
She's bad.
She look like she got a decent credit score.
She probably got 720.
All right. So moving on, let's talk about Bryce Hopper.
Before we move on, for Charlie P, that's a Wizards fan. Score is 51-40. Wizards down that 11 points, just so you know.
Wow.
I just wanted to let
Sports
you know.
Almanac.
Wow. This for you know.
So since we talking about NBA, I was gonna go to Bryce Hopper. We're already in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne Wade, the Heat's been playing pretty good basketball against the 76ers. Just came up short in a few games.
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne Wade's been coming off the bench. Future Hall of Famer, been a superstar in the league for a while. He put his pride to the side, and he's helping the team in a great way.
Mm-hmm.
If Allen Iverson decided to do that when he was still playing, do you think he would have won a championship ring?
Nah.
You don't think so, no matter which team he was on?
Well, so he was on the Nuggets at the time.
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't gonna win a ring. I'm sorry. Carmelo, if you got Carmelo on your team, don't even worry about it.
Ooh.
Don't worry about winning the ring. It's just,
making a lot of strong statements today.
Melo is just he's not gonna win you a ring.
When he was with the Nuggets, he was hooping.
He was hooping, but they never got out the first round.
Yeah.
Exactly. But if he had put his pride to the side, he would have kept playing. I felt like if he would have came off the bench, he could have been like Jason Terry, even Jamal Crawford, because Jamal Crawford come off the bench and will give you 25 off the bench. I felt like if Allen Iverson, because that was my guy, that was my favorite player in the league. If he would have did that, he would have kept playing. He would have made it to 20 years.
JB, I disagree. Think about it.
What?
You come, you as a starter. You as an MVP.
Mm-hmm.
You as a league.
Mm-hmm.
And so you telling JB come off the bench.
Yes.
That's like we do on the show. JB come off the bench and come do the show.
Mm-hmm.
You would come off the bench.
I would, because this is the thing. So Allen Iverson, 6 feet. They say he's 6'1", but 6 feet. And you a short guard. You're a little slower than you used to be. You've been beat up all these years because you go to the paint, get beat up, and get fouled. So you not the same player that you were. You can still give me some buckets, but you're not the same
But
player.
you're not really helping contribute to the championship. You just on the
You
bench.
are.
You just on the bench just trying to just get a ring.
Nah, because you come. So every team has a second wave.
Okay.
And so he would have been that second wave. So every team would have, every team
But
got
you
that
used to
second wave.
started
So,
from high school, from college,
right.
So
NBA.
let me tell you my 2 cents. I think he could have got a ring. He wouldn't have got it with the Nuggets.
No.
And after that year, you know what he could have did? Because he already had bread.
Mm-hmm.
He could have just went on,
Took a cut.
and played with the Celtics.
He could have.
The Celtics didn't have a point guard,
Nope.
but they had a good bench. They just didn't have a point guard coming up the bench. He could have, and it was automatic scoring. He would have had the green light, and everything would have been good. So I think he could have got. I mean, what you think? What your criteria? If his cornrows was fresh, you think he could have won one?
His cornrows was real fresh.
Real
You know,
fresh.
when he had the.
Well, you know, you was
When he had
trying,
the
you was
two
trying
cornrows,
oil and scout.
I used to
I
wear
was a
cornrows,
fan.
too.
I was a fan of Allen
You was
Iverson when he had
on
the two cornrows.
That's when you watch
When he was
basketball.
playing for the Sixers.
Oh,
See,
like,
y'all
she
thought
tried.
I ain't know. Y'all thought
Was
I
it
ain't
the
know
cornrows or the tats?
that. It was the cornrows.
Okay.
It was the
Okay.
cornrows.
But she talked about the last dude that tried to talk to her with cornrows.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
He probably was 35 though. He
Yeah.
probably was 35 with
Nah, you better not approach me with no cornrows. Nah.
all right. So look, last topic, real quick. 20 games in, well now 21. Bryce Harper, he has 8 home runs already. Do you think he can keep the pace of hitting this many home runs to help the team get to the playoffs and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, to the World Series? Do you think he can hit them, or is it just too long of a season?
Not so in baseball, because I don't watch a lot of baseball, but I know they don't. So everybody don't play every game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think with that motto, I think he'd be able to sustain because he don't have to play every game.
Yeah, he don't, but he won't. So
I think he can get at least 1 home run a game.
at 1 home run.
Well, that's not true
Like
because
what you
it's
said,
like
video games.
No, because I'm saying he's not playing every game. So
Majority though.
But when you go to the plate, they rarely pitch to him. It depends on the situation. They rarely pitch to him because
Ain't Barry Bonds.
yeah, I mean,
basically he's kind of like Barry Bonds. But
Mark Ripken on that
the problem is, you know,
football.
if MLB might try testing for steroids, that's the only problem they might have to do. But majority, be like you, Mike. Now,
What you say? Majority
of the time when he go to the plate, they pitch away from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pay attention. I remember that because if they pitched away from him, he wouldn't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 home runs already. All right, so look, y'all, Jasmine, we appreciate you coming on the show, sharing your Royal Kids organization, and we look forward to seeing you in the future, coming to some of your events, and helping you out.
So let the
Thank
people
you.
know how they can get in touch with you again if they want to be a vendor or if they want to reach out to enroll their kid.
All the information you can ask at royalkids.childcare@gmail.com.
All right,
Thanks.
we'll be back after these commercials, y'all.
Thank you.
Me up this morning, children. When my eyes was closed, Lord, I could move, yeah. Yeah. That's a mighty good reason. You see me shout. Me up this morning, children. When my eyes was closed, Lord, I could move, yeah. Yeah. That's Yeah, that's a mighty good reason. You see me shout.
Oh, they don't got the Cowboys on here.
Welcome back. And so we talked a little bit about basketball, but now we're getting into football.
Uh-oh.
All right. So fellas, next week NBA draft is going down.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
NBA, you mean NFL?
NFL.
sorry, apologies.
NFL
Thank you, fellas.
draft.
NFL draft is going down. A lot of teams need a lot of help.
They
Some
do.
teams don't. They did a lot of work in the free agency.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Eagles was one of them.
Eagles did do some work.
Eagles and the
Yeah.
Browns. But as much as the Browns did,
They still need some help.
they still need help, and they had 2 first-round picks
And 3 second round.
and 3 second-rounds. So
they need all of them.
we had Coach Dredd do a mock draft.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what we're gonna do?
Shout out to Coach Dredd.
Shout out Coach Dredd. We're gonna do a rundown of the top 10 picks, what team and who they picked,
Okay.
and then we can see if we agree, disagree, and if you don't agree, who you think they should have picked up. All right. So the first pick, he said the Browns gonna pick up Sam Darnold, quarterback out of USC. What do y'all think about that?
Browns do need a quarterback. They need more depth at that quarterback position.
Yeah.
So I ain't mad at that.
Wow, the Jets was trying to pick him up as the 3rd pick.
Uh-huh.
But also, I think if the Broncos, Josh Rosen, if Elway looking at a quarterback, that's what I would focus on. Elway, he was a quarterback and he know what he's looking at. So if I was Cleveland, I would pick up Josh Rose as the 1st pick.
Not Sam.
Not Josh
Okay.
Rose.
Okay, well, I don't think they should get a quarterback in the first round at all.
Yeah.
Nah. I mean, you picked up Tyrod Taylor for a reason. You're paying him.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get a quarterback, a decent one that you can groom in the second round, and you can still go out and get a veteran. I feel like they're missing stuff on that. They just lost their number 1 offensive lineman
Mm-hmm.
to retirement. So you're going to have to retool the line, and you got some holes on defense because you didn't traded and cut so many people. Both your top corners gone.
Right.
One of your top safeties is gone. Linebackers. So they
Right.
got a whole lot of stuff going on. And they always draft the quarterbacks. They just got rid of 2 quarterbacks they just had that they just drafted.
That's true, but right now in the top 10, you have no OT, offensive lineman, coming out as the number 1 draft pick in the
Gotta
top
get
10.
some.
That's true. That's true.
This is true. But you still gotta go get something.
All right.
So or you can trade up or trade a pick to get a top lineman from somebody. I'm just saying, there's other options than quarterback. They always seem to run a quarterback.
But that might be their strategy is to draft a quarterback that they know they can deal. That might be their strategy.
All right. So at number 2, Coach Dredd had the Giants picking up Saquon Barkley, running back out of Penn State. I agree with it.
They do need a running back.
What do you think, Charlie?
Well, the Skins, they picked at 13. So, and they picked up, I had to plug my Skins in. We picked up Champ Bailey back in the day, and right now we're looking at Fitzpatrick from Alabama. So he might be, you need a solid corner to lock down a lockdown corner.
I'm talking about the Giants though, Charlie.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Do you think
You said
Saquon-
NFC East, so
No,
that's the reason
I
why.
just said the Giants have the 2nd pick and they picking up Saquon Barkley. Do you agree or don't agree, bruh?
I think they should pick up RG3.
Who?
Nah, he's
The
already
Giants?
taken.
I know, but I don't mess with the NFC East.
You man.
Like the Cowboys, we can't stand the Cowboys.
Bad,
He's
man.
not a real
But nah,
fan.
okay, seriously, but Barkley, yeah, he's a great pick. He definitely gonna. He reminds me of what's your boy in the Cowboys?
Ezekiel Elliott.
Beast.
Yeah, Beast.
Beast. Yeah, so he
The
could
Giants
definitely do
need
that.
that relief because Eli he need a little help.
Yeah, they need more. They need more offensive linemen to help Saquon. I think he'd be able to do all right, but
But do you
they
think he
just
do like
recently
Elliott?
drafted a running back too out of Boston College. Derek Williams, and he ain't been able to do too much because
Nothing.
But do
they
you think
can't
he could
block.
be like a Ezekiel Elliott in for the Giants?
It's possible. I mean,
If they get the line
definitely
together.
believe it's possible. So number 3, the Jets, Baker Mayfield. Yeah, that's who you got picking up Baker Mayfield. Will it work with the Jets?
So didn't they just sign 2 quarterbacks or one? I know they signed like one quarterback. They already had a quarterback, signed another quarterback.
Yeah, they do the carousel.
So it's like, no, how many quarterbacks you need? The Jets, if I was a football player coming out of college, I would not want to go to the Jets. Simple as that. But I mean, hey, you get drafted where you get drafted, but I don't think they need a quarterback. I think they need to go for some defensive people, even to some offensive linemen, because they need to get their quarterback some time to throw.
You're right. You're right. Okay. So look, I'm gonna skip Charlie P. Number 4, Broncos. Number 4, Browns. They got them choosing Bradley Chubb, defensive end out of North Carolina State.
Beast, monster,
Yeah.
monster. You need to close that end down.
Mm.
So he gonna require a chill, no homo, chill.
Monster.
No, but now he definitely gonna require 2 offensive linemen to block him coming off that end. So you can run stunts off him from the corner. So that's a good pick.
Okay. So speed this thing up. Well, y'all both can speak on this because you did mention the Broncos earlier, Charlie P. Number 5, Broncos choosing Josh Allen, quarterback out of Wyoming.
Once again, wow, good pick. Skins, skins, y'all. Skins.
You want to go get Josh Allen?
Yeah,
My
we
thing
definitely.
is, why would they go for a quarterback? They just signed a quarterback.
They're looking at the future.
Cuz ain't old.
Who they got now?
They got what's the Bama name?
Too late.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Regardless, they
Mimosas.
still trying to build for the future. I don't think they're fully comfortable with what they have.
Yes.
Same way they was last year.
Yeah, but my thing is, if you already signed a quarterback. My thing, I'm gonna use that pick to go get.
But they don't even have a backup.
But once again, you have to build the offensive line first
That's
before you do anything.
Right.
Build the offensive line.
That's what my mindset will be. Make sure my line is good for the current quarterback, and get a quarterback in the second round.
This is true. All right, so Colts. I think this is a good pick for them. Quentin Nelson, offensive guard out of Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
Considering how many hits and sacks, laid on your man's. Yeah, I think they need that. Even though he didn't play last year, so it's even more important because you don't want him to get injured again.
Yeah,
Andrew Luck.
They definitely need to get their line stronger.
Well, actually, Andrew Luck might be
done for.
He might be done for.
They still
might
don't
be
have
done.
a status on him playing, but
He might
regardless,
be done. So
even the young brother that's there playing, he did well. Brissett.
yeah, but
So you still need to
Andrew
protect
Luck.
him because he was under pressure a lot as well.
But see, the thing is, you have to keep Andrew Luck around because he got that bank. He got that paper. So
Oh yeah.
you have to keep him around and see what he's gonna do this year, and probably give him one more year after this season.
I mean, if he can play, he's gonna be on the field. That's the bottom line. If he healthy enough to play, they gonna put him on the field. But
But do you see him getting you to the playoff? Well, number one, winning your division.
I don't know about winning the division, but he definitely can get them to the playoffs.
But first, you got to win your division before you consider getting to the playoff.
Okay.
3
All right.
months.
Yeah. So let's move on. So the Bucks at 7. They got him going to pick. Got them picking Derwin James, safety out of Florida State. Y'all agree with that?
Tighten up the defense. I ain't mad at that.
Defense not bad, but
Right.
it can be better. And it's a young team, so they still putting pieces together.
Sure does.
So he said he's a corner.
He's a safety.
Safety.
Okay.
Really pretty good safety too.
Okay.
They got the Bears picking up Tremaine, linebacker out of Virginia. He's a pretty good guy. It remains to see how well he'll be in the league, but I think it's good. The Bears are trying to pick up some defense. They've been going offense, last couple years.
Yeah,
So
they can use that defense.
okay. So then we got two more. 49ers, they got them picking up Roquan Smith, linebacker out of Oregon, dude that did his thing in the championship game.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got a problem with that?
No
And
qualms.
then Raiders, Denzel Ward, cornerback out of Ohio State. I think that's a good look for them too.
Yeah, because their defense was suffered a little bit this season. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So
What you think about the last pick, 256, Mr. What you think about that? How would you feel if you were the last pick in the league?
it would be motivation for me. You definitely think that you're better than that.
Right.
So you just be motivated to do really good in the league and work hard. So
Great.
all right, guys. Well, you see what the top 10 picks were from Coach Dre and how we feel about them. Let us know how you feel about them in the comments or on our post that we have on IG. And we'll be back to you after these commercials.
Me up this morning, children. When my eyes I was closed, Lord, I could move, yeah. Yeah. That's a mighty good reason. You see me shout.
Welcome to the Huddle. We back. Welcome to the Huddle. We back. We got the brains and beauty. So this week we got tennis on the board.
Okay, you know how to play tennis?
Nah, I don't know how to play.
Okay,
I never played tennis.
Never tried?
I tried
Oh.
table tennis, but
Oh, nah, man.
ping pong.
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
You want to see me on the ping pong, yeah?
Let's go for it.
But this week we got Christina Jordan out of West Virginia University. She's a right-handed player, 5'8", knockout. Also, she's studying biochemistry.
Wow.
So she's smart.
Oh yeah. She was in the National Honor Society for, I think, physics in high school. So, she definitely on the path. She trying to get her scientists on, real talk.
So she gonna have a good job even if she don't go pro.
Oh yeah, she definitely gonna make a little bread. So whoever get with her in the future, the bag will be secured.
Shout out to Miss Jordan.
So that's who we got for brains and beauty of the week. If you want to see her on tennis, She said she'd play you 1-on-1 for the Pan American. What you gonna do though?
I'll pass.
So what you got?
So what's on deck for the 2 morning, Charlie P?
I was surprised to see Russell Wilson doing a Gruden quarterback camp. He did a QB to QB. We're actually interviewing the newcomers to the league. So, do you think he has the accolades to actually do so? That Russell Wilson can go out there and interview somebody like Josh Allen or somebody like Sam Donald's coming into the league and try to coach them like, okay, you need to do this when you play in the league.
I mean, he's a quarterback. So he can give them the insight from the quarterback perspective in the league, because the game so the game in college is fast compared to high school, and then when you get to the league, it's even faster. So he can give them the perspective from a quarterback in that aspect, but I don't know about as far as, he might not be able to, say, hey, I got all these rings and all this, but he can give them that quarterback perspective, like, this is how it is in the league. You should be ready for this.
But think about it. Okay, I see if it was Tom Brady doing it or quarterback from Green Bay.
Aaron Rodgers.
No, the guy. Brett Favre. Yeah. Nah. If he's sitting there doing it.
Nah.
So what about the guy from New Orleans?
Drew
Brees. Yes.
I think Russell Westbrook is qualified because, one, he has won a Super Bowl. He is very well known around the league for being a smart quarterback.
Did he win the Super Bowl? Or he just in the
system? He helped win the Super Bowl. It ain't just the system, because they had quarterbacks before him.
Right.
They ain't do no winning.
Okay.
So still got to throw the ball.
But the thing about it is, he was a 5th-year senior when he graduated. He played in 2 type of systems. He played both a spread offense and under the center.
But do you think
he also ran an option offense?
But do you think he should be doing this now while he's still playing?
Yeah, it's just like any other program you have for a professional sport. They're coming along, you're trying to help these guys get used to the transition. That's just like you have upperclassmen in college help the freshmen come in. No different.
But if I was Pete Carroll, I would be like, okay, study our books more. You don't know the books all the way. You out here trying to teach young players how to play quarterback. Be better than Tom Brady, Drew Brees.
He just giving them pointers. He don't know their playbook, so he can't teach them but so much. You know what I'm saying? So
he's just giving the insight from the QB perspective.
And you gotta remember, he hasn't been in the league but so long, so the transition is still pretty
new to him, like too fresh to him.
Yeah.
So you pimping, you're supposed to get a pimp game away right away.
Hey man, the game is told, not sold. So
so you out there pimping, you want to go to the young pimp.
Hey.
Well, like, this is what I want you to do.
Let me tell you something. As long as you ain't in my territory.
What else up there?
Yeah.
Next question is trash talking. If you constantly losing the game, do you think you had the right to trash talk? You down by 10, I drop a 3 on you or score a touchdown, I'm dancing.
No. If you constantly losing,
you losing in the game at that moment.
No, but at that moment, okay, because if I'm not constantly losing the games, like if I'm on like a 6-game losing streak,
right,
I have no right to talk any trash,
right,
because I'm garbage at this point because I haven't lost the last 6.
I think it depends on the player, because it might get certain players going. So, for example, your man Eric Bledsoe for the Bucks.
Oh yeah,
he got dogged the first 2 games.
Yeah, he did.
But he still was swagging a little bit. Second 2 games.
Who is that?
Yeah, who is that? But then
Cuz gave him buckets.
But now the last game and then today, he did what he needed to do to help the team. Because without him, if he doesn't provide the scoring, they don't have enough. They don't score enough buckets.
That's true.
So it just depends on the situation and the player for me.
My biggest trash talk I want to say was T.O. when he caught a touchdown, he was the Eagles, he ran to the midfield and stomped on the star.
Nah, he wasn't an Eagle.
He wasn't an Eagle, he was the 49ers, right?
He tried to throw salt in the wound.
No, I'm saying, but for him to do that.
This guy.
But the 49ers was awful that year. for him to do so.
Nah, not
Nah,
about saying not that year. They was all right.
Jeff, Garcia throwing the rock.
Wow.
They was doing things that year.
Man.
You know, the Cowboys was that might have been a 5-11 season.
I'm about to say, I think we was thinking it up that year.
5-11 season. Roughly had T and safety getting burnt.
I feel like if you gotta be able to back your trash talk up. So even prime example, Adrian Bronner, recent fight, went all 12 rounds. He talked all this trash, how he was going bring it to Cuz.
I'm gonna knock him out. That's what we do.
And he did nothing. None of the sort. Like he didn't throw enough punches. And granted, he blocked well, but he didn't throw enough punches. And then they went all 12 rounds, and it was a draw. And you talked all this trash. Like, what? Like that's that's nonsense. I don't want to hear no more trash talk from him until he knocks some people out.
So you think if you are losing, you should not talk trash regardless?
No, you have no leg to stand on.
Okay. Last one I want to talk about is ping pong. Your game, JB.
I mean, you know.
The same injuries actually happen in basketball. You might get your back, your knee. Mm-hmm. So do we actually take ping pong seriously for the injuries?
It's in the Olympics. You know.
We're not good at it though.
Yeah, we're not.
We go mess with China.
Wow.
You don't want to see Forrest Gump though.
Oh man.
Forrest Gump would dog you.
Hey. I don't ping pong, I respect it because it's the Olympics, but it can't compare to nobody.
Should they have pool in the Olympics? Billets in the Olympics?
They should have everything in the Olympics.
I would actually want
Give
though.
me more to watch.
I wouldn't mind seeing bowling in the Olympics though.
Oh man.
Get that PGE, you know.
But how can that be? I mean, 300 plus games. They would constantly be 300.
But I got a question for you. You about to say PG what?
Nah, I left it.
Oh, okay. PBA. Yeah.
I left it alone. That's why I stopped it.
Well, look, man. Let's go ahead and wrap this on up.
Hey, before we wrap it up.
Pause.
Yeah. I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe. You know, tune in to our Instagram page. We post a lot of content. Like and share us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Tune in. Hit that bell so you can get all the reminders.
But JP, I thought men supposed to watch on the left side, but you got it on the right side.
This is not a watch. This is my activity band.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
I smell a challenge.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you support our guest for today, Jasmine, Mumtaz, and the Royal Kids Child Care. And we'll see you guys next week. Welcome to the Huddle.